Hello, I'm Josh Skarzenski here in the greenhouses at Stan's Garden Center, and this is our first time. It's our first time as a podcast. It's our first time behind the scenes, and I kind of had this idea because we had done radio programs and TV programs for years, and I felt like there was so much more to talk about, so much more that you could see than just what we were discussing sitting in a radio station or even the little snippets that we did on TV. So we're actually going to spend some time here in the greenhouse with you, showing you behind the scenes entirely who we are. Organically, like the little bit of comedy, we get along. It's like we had 80 staff here last year, and I feel like we are all a big family. This is a family business. We have about 6.5 acres of greenhouse under cover here, and you're going to get to see all of them. So my background in this industry was that I literally was born into it. Stan's Garden Center. Stan was my grandfather, and then Jim took this business over when my grandfather passed when he was like 5 years old. And in this industry, I grew up here, and I really enjoyed it. I really like it a lot. I dabbled in other industries. I went to college for this. I have a degree in landscape design and development, and I found that I still enjoy it. You know, I'll be 50 this summer, and I've been doing this since I was literally 5 years old, and it's something I really enjoy. So my partner in crime here for our podcast is Alyssa. And how did you end up here?
I got suckered into this place. I went to school for finance. I have a degree in finance, and going to school, I wanted nothing to do with this. I actually went to Kent State my first semester and hated it. It was way too big for me, way too overwhelming. So I came back and I asked Josh if I could come back, and he said, of course. So I came back and he's like, you're gonna have my job. I'm like, no, I don't want your job. I'm going to school for finance. I'm sticking with that. You know, he kept saying, you're gonna have my job, you're gonna have my job. I kept saying no. And the longer I stayed in school, the longer I realized I do not want to sit at a desk, be stuck in an office all day, that I really do love what I do here and I really enjoy it. So I did kind of get suckered into it, but I willingly, you know, let myself fall into this place.
And now, do you have my job?
Yes, I do.
She did take my job.
Yeah, I did take his job.
She took my job. So when Alyssa came as a sophomore in high school, correct?
Yep.
As a sophomore in high school, she was on the transplant crew. She was very shy, very timid. You know, hated to look me in the eye. Kept telling me all the time, "You scare me." I really don't understand.
Still scares me.
I still scare her.
Yeah.
And I kept saying to her, like, you're really good with your tasks, you're really good with leading, you're really good, even though you're shy around me, you're really on point with everything you do. You're going to have my job. And my job at the time was to manage the crops. So how many of what are we doing? When do they come in? Where do they get planted? What plants go in what containers? All that was, and it's mind-boggling. It really is. And it's all numbers and relating to the crews getting those numbers done. Yeah. So the end of this first podcast is watch for more, because what Alyssa transformed the place into as far as crops, where we're growing, what we're growing, how many we're doing, it's entirely numbers, and she's using her finance degree. So we look forward to giving you a tour around every week here at Stan's Garden Center for some of the seedy businesses going on here.